It's Week 16 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen after his last game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Allen off the play fake.
Open man complete downfield to Davis.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Allen.
That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Beats will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
That one caught downfield by Howard.
And all the way in for the touchdown. O.J. Howard, 45 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He gets this one to Mechie.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw here.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. To the air, Allen. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Cook running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Cook. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Allen now on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got some space here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Allen off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important 1st sack if they do want to turn things around.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific 1st half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Texans.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Looking to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
James Cook running back out now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Allen. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. The Cards trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Isaiah Pacheco, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen steps away to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2nd and 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On 2nd and 9. Allen got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Diggs has it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one, but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Hey, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the right side with Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jacoby Myers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, Allen. Open man right side is Tony. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. And touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 42 yards. And the Beats look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw again. Buying time, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game.